Butterflies fill my spine, I feel myself getting hot again. Nerves rushing through my brain, yeah, they can't hear fire from the trees. You're standing by his side, red drops burning down your face. You're real close now, baby. Holy fuck, I feel it with you. I lose self-control. Now I found that you're not one to hear me now. You got me on my knees begging for your lady. And like a fool to stand around and let you blame me. And I'm riding in the sky to the heavens like an
Hi, my name is Leo Connors, and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. Tonight, I got a very special guest, one half of the Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Champions, one half of Rad Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion, Sean Veegan Keegan. And I'm sorry, but what is your name in Rad Pro?
Leaf Montgomery.
Leaf Montgomery. That's a good name.
Yeah, Leaf Montgomery is one half of the plant-based prophets.
Okay.
Alongside the Fern. They worship Mother Earth and they represent the mycelium.
Okay.
And so in early 1996, April 1996, they became the inaugural Rad Pro Tag Team Champions,
wow.
winning a tournament.
Very good. Very good. And now he runs with shows in Amesbury?
Amesbury,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a good
at
building,
the
'cause-
Lafayette Club.
Yeah, because another guy had ran that, and I had gone to a show there before. That's a good building for wrestling. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Truly.
All right. So before we get into it, how about WrestleMania the last two nights?
How about it? How about it? A lot to love, a lot to smile about, I think.
Yeah.
Few complaints,
Right.
I would say.
And off air, we both agreed Sunday night might have been a little bit better. Saturday was fine.
Yeah.
Saturday was good.
Oh, yeah.
But Sunday, I think you're right, though. I think Sunday was a little better.
If
And,
nothing else, maybe a slight edge.
Right.
Really enjoyed, for example, Rhea and Jade.
Yes.
Really enjoyed the Intercontinental ladder match. Really enjoyed Roman and Punk,
Yeah.
frankly, quite a bit more than, not that I wasn't looking forward to it, I was really looking forward to it, but it surpassed expectations, in my opinion.
Nice. And then Saturday night, I was kind of surprised that Seth Rollins lost.
Yeah.
I really was. I was kind of surprised because, but Gunther's got all that momentum and beating
Yeah.
people, but I just didn't see that. That was kind of weird. And guys, if you didn't already know, spoiler alert, Brock Lesnar retired from wrestling. Took his gloves off and his shoes off in the ring and left them there. Cried. And there's nothing wrong. And you tough guys out there, there's nothing wrong with shedding a tear. Okay? Nothing at all.
No, sir.
But that was pretty cool, though. And Obafemi looks phenomenal.
Obafemi's money. What else is there to say?
Yeah. Think about AEW, right? Have they really made anyone as big as Obafemi was made last night? MJF's a big star, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, did they ever take someone from like down here and bring them all the way up? Because almost everyone, when AEW started, was a star. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in that sense, I
Yeah.
do think an argument could be made, for example, who they're calling the four pillars of AEW, namely MJF
Right.
and Darby.
Right.
Jack Perry, now just Jack Perry.
Right.
Like
Yeah. No, I do.
guys like this who were gigantic on the indies
Right.
before AEW even started in 2018, 2019.
Yep.
Orange Cassidy's another.
That very true. Very true.
People who rose to prominence on what you could call a mainstream
Right.
stage.
Look at it. Darby Allin just won the title.
And I
Just
don't
beat
mean to
MJF.
I don't mean to put air quotes around mainstream to diss AEW or anything. Obviously not.
But you know what I mean? That's crazy. I actually didn't see that coming. Honestly, I mean, obviously I knew they were wrestling that night, but I just immediately assumed MJF was going to win.
Yeah.
So it's wrestling is fun.
Expect the unexpected.
Exactly. That the SAT used to say that. All right, let's get right into it. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Randolph, Massachusetts, right on the South Shore, about 15 minutes south of Boston.
Is AG from there?
AG is from there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Worth noting as well, I pinned AG the other night entirely
Yes,
on
you-
the up and up, squeaky clean.
Yes, you did. I was watching from home. All right.
First chaotic main event, too, I should add.
That's awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
That is great. You worked your way up to it. You really have. You worked hard. So, all right. When did you first see pro wrestling?
I believe I first saw pro wrestling around 2004, 2005.
Okay.
I would have been 8 or 9 when my dad, Sean Keegan, he took me to, as well as my brother and our cousin, to our first ever independent show
Nice.
for NECW at the Quincy Armory.
Nice.
Genuinely about 10 minutes from the house where I grew up. So about 2 minutes from the house of a friend who would come with us as
Right.
well. That's where I would see the likes of DC Dillinger and
Yes.
Alex Arion and Max Bauer. Quick aside, one strangely surreal, poetic full circle moment was actually being part of a small private seminar under Alex Arion
Nice.
at New England Pro Wrestling
Yeah,
Academy
I did
this
see a
past
post
October.
about that, yeah.
It was, I wanted to say it was September or October.
Right.
What a strange full circle moment,
Yeah.
because one of the first main events I remember was him and Max Bauer
Right.
for the NECW Triple Crown Championship. I believe Arion busting out elbow through the table and
Right.
whatnot. That was the first time I'd seen that sort of thing live in any
Right.
capacity. But it took me a couple years to really catch on with WWE, for example, and
Yep.
make a regular viewing habit.
Right.
But by mid 2008, I was just hooked on
And
the
watching
likes,
everything, right?
on the likes of John Cena, especially
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy. As years passed, I came to appreciate the likes of CM Punk,
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson. But John Cena is one of the first names that really
Nice.
stands out, not just because he's a greater Boston guy as well.
But he was a great worker. Guy knew everything about the business, you know?
First of all, nothing wrong with crying, like we say earlier. I cried like a baby,
Right.
like a blubbering
when
baby
his retirement?
when he retired
Yeah,
after
I hear ya.
tapping to Gunther. But yeah, I mean, the feats of strength, like from WrestleMania 25, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Who remembers a whole lot other than the double AA literally having about 700 pounds on his shoulders.
The giant on his...
Big Show and
the
Edge.
Big Show, yeah.
Stuff like that stood out to me. So the more I would peel back the layers and watch old stuff, I came to appreciate the likes of Taz, just dummying people.
Oh, yeah.
Twice his size, sometimes 3 times his size because of that low center of gravity. Watching the likes of Kurt Angle, who I think an argument is to be made for him to be top 3 of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Top 3 of all time.
He's
the
in
likes
my
of
top
him,
3 for sure.
as well as, the likes of Brock, just once again, dummying people, throwing
yeah.
them around. I came to appreciate the Steiners, especially their older stuff.
Yeah.
So that's, funnily enough, why I kind of went with the whole plant-based power
Right.
as a trope. Why I went with the plant-based powerhouse as a moniker for a while.
Yeah.
And just calling it Powa with the AH, like the New England pronunciation. I just think that's a nice little wrinkle to it.
Nice. That's awesome. All right. So obviously your father liked it because he took you.
Yes,
Your brother liked it and
absolutely.
your friends liked it. So we're already over that part. So and you said who some of your favorites were right away. All right. When did you go to your first WWE show though? Was that in 2008?
That had to be 2007, I think.
Okay.
In fact, I believe it was the show where Randy Orton attacked John Cena's dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I believe Triple H may have been on Carlito's Cabana or something that night. Those are the big things I remember. There was Mr. Kennedy and Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, one of the people I was drawn to right away was Mr. Kennedy.
Really?
Because I thought it was the coolest thing that he summoned this microphone from the ceiling and
That
did his
was
own.
very cool.
It was such a novel thing that it's like, it's a wonder nobody seemed to, and they may have on a smaller scale and just nobody knew about it. It's a wonder to me that nobody had thought of that seemingly up to that point.
Right. And it was the old microphone that used to come down, like, you know what I mean, from the boxing matches and things like that.
Yeah, and I didn't care that he was a bad guy. He was
Right.
just one of my early favorites because I thought he was the coolest.
Dude, he was so good, and then he wrestled Randy, and something happened, and boom, he was gone.
Yeah.
You know, well, at least that's what Kennedy says in shoot interviews.
Way she goes.
Yeah, but he's very talented wrestler. I think he actually just came back and worked a match a couple months ago. I read it in the magazine. All right, when did you know pro wrestling was something you wanted to do? Did you do the one-day fantasy camp first?
I did do the one-day fantasy
That's
camp.
awesome. I love it.
I did it twice, actually. We do have... I don't want to call them chronic fantasy campers.
Right.
But there are fans who come to every fantasy camp because every now and again, I suppose it, adds a bit of excitement.
Yeah.
Variety's the spice of life.
Right.
So they like to mix it up and come through for their annual or biannual wrestling training.
Right.
But I went to two, one in, I believe, March 2018 and then August 2018.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Before starting well and truly in October. When I knew I wanted to do it, I would say would be, well, I guess I should clarify that I wanted to be a wrestler basically from later elementary school through early high school, at which point I got the idea in my head, I may want to settle for a more realistic career path. So what I ended up doing was thinking, maybe I'll pursue a career in psychotherapy. So I went to Southern New Hampshire University.
Yeah.
Another aside, worked a match there for WFA just last week.
Nice.
Or the week before last, I should say.
Excellent.
A week prior to this past Chaotic show. Which was just a sweet full circle moment once again because alma mater.
Yeah.
It was the place where in the mid 2010s, bringing it full circle, it's where I came to the conclusion, I really don't like school.
Right.
I really don't like school, and I'm thinking, I'm going to stick around to get my degree, but after this, I got to give this an honest try.
That's
because
awesome.
I got to enjoy myself because it's my life and I only get one.
Right.
And not that it's ever too late to be who you want to be, but I
That's
wanted
true.
to get cracking.
Right. Well, I'm 61. I think it's a little late for me to get in the ring, to be honest with you. I'm just saying. I know Chick Donovan's wrestling at age 81. You heard about that, right?
I heard
That's
something
Bryce
like
Donovan's grandfather. Bryce, who comes out of Creative Pro, I think.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's with Bobby Orlando, and they've come to Chaotic a few times.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen them there, though. But they've wrestled there quite a bit. All right. So you were trained, you're wearing the shirt, New England Pro Wrestling Academy. Now, when you got there, was Brian Fury the owner?
Brian Fury was the owner and head trainer when I first got there.
Yeah.
From late 2018 to early 2020 when the shutdown happened.
Yep.
And ownership transitioned from...
He went from the silent partner to the owner.
Yeah, exactly.
Chase.
Exactly.
Because I remember after he got it and I had him on the show and I said, I got to ask you, were you the silent partner? And he's like, yeah, it was me all along.
It was me all along, Connors.
Yep. All right. What about, why don't you tell us about your first match?
My first match, that was, and I'm not going to recommend this to any up-and-coming wrestlers out there. I did technically set foot in the ring before I got the green light from my trainers, or at least someone who would have been my trainers at the time. If I may explain, I attended a seminar under AG at the Black Box in Providence.
Okay. Oh,
Prior to a
Proving Ground show, right? Was it?
that is Peabody.
Oh, okay. The different Black Box.
Yeah, the Black Box in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
That was before Wrestle Party, the former Live Prob, if I'm not mistaken. And so, yeah, the whole idea was whoever impressed among all the trainees would have an opportunity to be on the show.
Right.
I didn't necessarily come with the expectation that that would be me. But
it was.
It was.
That's pretty cool.
And part of me once again wishes I had done the sort of time-honored tradition thing and maybe gotten a hold of Brian and been like, AG's told me it's okay if I do this. Is this okay? I'm calling it a sort of retroactive green light since AG is one of our trainers now.
Yes, and very respected by Brian.
Very respected.
Brian you know what I mean? Everybody respects AG.
It's not like anybody gave me too much grief for that sort of move
that's good.
when it's a comedy-centric show to begin with. Not that that denigrates it in any way.
Right,
in fact, I'm such a fan of comedy wrestling. I just love going out there and having fun and being a goof now.
Yeah.
And just stream of consciousness nonsense, making people laugh, showing ass, what have you.
Yeah.
But you know, like, there was less scrutiny in this sort of setting, I guess you could say.
Right. Okay.
A three-way was my first match
Yeah.
against AJ Phoenix and Corinne Mink.
Oh, nice. Hey, JP's a talented kid. He's coming
Yeah,
on. Him and his
man.
dad's coming back on in July.
No kidding.
Yeah, good dudes. Real
Yeah.
good guys.
Yeah, love me some AJP, love me some T Phoenix. Hope you guys are well out there if you're watching.
All right. So Andy Miller had the first question, and he was like, how was it training in Japan? Did you go to Japan too? Or was it?
So I should
Tell the
clarify.
story.
Yeah, I did not actually go to Japan. Where Seabass and I, Tofu Block and I, if you'll excuse me, for the sake of simplicity, I'll retroactively refer to him as Seabass.
Right.
Where Seabass and I went in 2023 was the LA Dojo in Carson, California to train. We stayed in Inglewood. So this is greater LA.
Right.
And for about 2.5 months, we were going to classes twice a week at the LA Dojo.
Right. New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes. For New Japan Pro
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Which is great.
Training under Kushida and Mr. No Days Off, Fred Rosser.
Wow.
Incredible experience, first of all. But unfortunately, we did not actually go to Japan to train. Later on in 2024, I was actually meant to take a trip to Japan.
Oh, really?
In order to work a Kaiju Big Battle show.
Oh, wow.
Kaiju Big Battle is a promotion I've worked for a handful of times. Well, probably more than a handful of times at this point. Became reacquainted with them in 2024. Was supposed to work a show for them at Shinkiba First Ring in Tokyo.
Wow.
In October 2024. Unfortunately wound up fracturing my fibula, essentially breaking my ankle right before I was supposed to go, like not even a month.
Right.
So, you know, I wasn't about to fly out and just experience the culture or go see the show and
Right.
show face just because I didn't exactly feel like getting the Chris Candido treatment.
Right. No,
Yeah,
no, you
yeah.
definitely don't want to. You don't want to take chances. Your health is way more important than anything else, and you know that. You know.
It's the number one investment you can make.
Right.
And it's the number one thing at the end of the day. Because
Right.
like without our safety, where are we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you went out there for 12 weeks or 10 weeks, whatever, right?
Yeah, around that
Yeah,
time. It was about July 25th or 26th
Okay.
to about October 13th or 14th.
Really hot out there.
A little, yeah.
So did you end up getting booked anywhere while you were out there?
Yeah, namely, we got booked for the likes of SoCal Pro,
Yeah.
Dreamwave, not Dreamwave, excuse me, Dream Slam,
Okay.
Dream Slam Wrestling. Ran some little spot shows in just greater LA at large.
Right.
Lucha Pro was another. And Seabass, again, retroactively,
Yeah.
Seabass. He actually got to work I believe, a 6-man tag for Knox Pro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, prior to their ID affiliation.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Is that
yeah? Because
Rikishi's?
ID was yes.
Okay.
Because if I'm not mistaken, ID
Right.
was introduced the following year.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool, though. That really
yeah.
is. You know, California was really red hot in the indies back in the day. They really were. I mean, they're amazing. All right. So Andy has a second question. Which indie wrestler would you like to wrestle that you haven't gotten a chance to yet? And there's probably a lot.
Yeah, I mean, off the top of my head, I've never had a one-on-one match in front of a live crowd, I think, with Armani Chaos just yet.
Wow.
We did a Limitless Dojo taping,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, in also 2023. We've worked tag matches against one another.
Right.
We've almost certainly been in some scrambles together. I don't believe we've ever had a one-on-one match just yet. But, you know,
That'd be a good match.
tagged against each other plenty of times
Right,
and
right.
whatnot.
Now, I saw the show the other night. I was watching on YouTube, but I fell asleep before the match with Tyree Taylor. Did he wrestle against Armani? Armani didn't wrestle, right?
Armani didn't
because he got
make it.
jumped.
Yeah, Armani was found by Brendan Paul.
So he's still the champ.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Armani
Because I've
is
said
still
it
the
here.
champ.
I've said it here. Not enough people are talking about Armani Chaos. Seriously.
No, sir.
He's a very talented kid. All right. Anthony Miller, Squeaks. I told you this off here. Has there ever been a time you wish you could legally body slam an annoying fan?
Absolutely. I think that's natural. Everybody has little violent urges, which I think is part of why pro wrestling can be so satisfying to us in the first place.
Right.
But the short answer is yes. You know? Short answer is yes.
I talked to you about this off here too. But at the Pandemonium Chaotic Show on January 16th of 2026, this year, you wrestled your tag team partner, Seabass Finn. So when did you decide to team up with him and why? And before he's answering, I'm only saying this because I remember when Todd Smith, you know, Ivar, he wrestled Ray Monroe in the Ring of Honor breakout tournament, Young Lions and whatever it was called. And afterwards, Ray Rowe said to Ivar, maybe we should just team up and beat people up. So why did you guys get together? What happened? Was it your idea, his idea, somebody else's idea?
So, our idea was when I decided to split up with Seabass in the first place, this was because a lot of ill feelings were bubbling up inside of me.
Oh, wow.
Due to recognition I felt was due to me that he would receive instead. He would be lauded where I would be forgotten. that was part of the reasoning. All of this while I'm trying to work towards the greater good, and here's my tag partner who, over the years, love him or hate him for better or for worse, never quite heard me out in terms of, what I had to say about my beliefs, or like maybe you shouldn't be harming sentient beings for sport. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Never quite did hear me out on that. So there was some resentment from that, among other things. Live with him and train with him for 2.5 months and tell me you don't want to ram his head into a post, okay? We couldn't stand each other after this.
Right.
We developed what at first just seemed like it may be a tenuous relationship, but just morphed into all-out hatred for one another.
Wow.
Whereas I would try to move on, and he was seemingly obsessed with me, obsessed with the idea of getting his sweet vengeance on me, which he's failed to do at every turn. Seabass Finn, I pinned.
I was going to say, you won that match.
Showdown at the 603.
Yep.
Showdown in the 603, I won. The tag match, after which, or I should say after, the former Seabass Finn attacked me while getting my hair cut, knocked me out, and long story short, gave me that mullet to look like him. I figured the ultimate humiliation would be if he were forced to join us, tail tucked between his legs. My reasoning being, you want to look like me? You want us to look like you? You're so obsessed with me. Are we supposed to look over our shoulders for the rest of our lives? No, like, we're going to settle this.
Right.
If I win, you join us. You take a whack at our way of life. And if you win, we disband. This society of mine, we're done if you win. But it was not to be.
I was going to say, is he following all the rules? Like, I mean, because obviously you don't eat meat.
Yeah, correct. No meat.
Right.
No animal products of any kind.
Right. I get that. And that's your belief, and you have every right to have that belief. Mm-hmm. You know? My brother was a hunter, like sea bass. Mm-hmm. You know, he was a very big hunter, and he shot a lot of animals, and I know that don't make you happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a matter of where does a fellow sentient being's right to life come in, and where does it, how does that relate to one's supposed right to hunt for sport, among other things, for food and for regulation of some kind. Questions occur to like-minded people with myself, to where should human beings even be the arbiter of that sort of thing? Like, is it even up to us?
Right.
Where do we draw the line, and which of our fellow animals are sentient and which are not?
Okay. So I got a question for you, and I'm going off the script here. Tell me about it. Like, what do you eat during the day? Like, give me like a day of your meals. So anybody that might want to become a vegetarian, you'll know. Seriously.
Listen up, folks, because like practically anybody, and I used to work at the vitamin shop as well, in a supplement store.
Yep.
Somewhat of a smart job to have as a wrestler, but at the same time, the hectic schedule of retail and the hectic schedule of wrestling made for heck on earth.
I think Scott Reed does it, though.
Yeah, oh man.
He's a hustler. Scott's a hustler,
I don't know how he does it.
He's a hustler.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brother. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
What do you eat?
I keep getting sidetracked
give me a
with
day
these.
of your meals, like a breakfast. Not, breakfast, lunch, and a dinner.
Yeah, I said get ready to be taken to school, and I forgot the
That's
lesson.
all right. That's all right.
Throughout the day, I'm a big proponent of complex carbohydrates, obviously my roughage, complete proteins. For the uninitiated, complete proteins will be proteins involving all of our essential amino acids.
Okay.
There are 9 of them. They're all essential for what's called proper muscle protein synthesis. Muscle protein synthesis is what occurs when we recover from exercise,
Okay.
which inflicts this sort of micro damage on our muscle fibers. That's muscle protein, breakdown of sorts. They're micro damaged, built back up in the process of muscle protein synthesis, thanks to essential amino acids.
Okay.
They're kind of like the building blocks of proteins.
Right.
Practically all, to my understanding, all animal proteins are complete proteins, and a few plant sources of protein, including soy, for example,
Right.
are considered complete proteins in and of themselves. Most are not.
Okay.
So a lot of plant protein supplements, a lot of plant protein powders, which I will use to fill in the gaps, of course. Maybe 1 or 2 shakes and between 2 or 3 bars, like a Cliff Builder bar or Garden of Life Sport or what have you.
Okay.
Which, it's a good quick fix for anybody, just if you're busy. You'll often find plant protein blends. So if there's pea protein, which has most of the essential amino acids that may be combined with some brown rice protein peptides.
Okay.
I've seen pumpkin seed protein and chia seed protein. Hemp seed, I should say, is another protein that's complete in and of itself from a plant source. It's in more places than you would think to begin with. But yeah, with protein being such a big concern on the part of omnivores, I'm really surprised their concerns don't lie with micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals more so. Not to mention anybody, omnivores among us, vegetarians, vegans, pescatarians among us, we practically all have our deficiencies. It's pretty advisable that most of us supplement with at least some kind of multivitamin, maybe a probiotic, and maybe an omega fatty acid. Like I may take an algae omega, for instance. Because these are just things that, with the way our food is
Right.
in the modern day, we lack.
Okay.
We can eat as balanced as we like, but even the most balanced among us, for whatever number of factors as
Right.
well, will have our deficiencies.
Will you eat a plant-based burger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh goodness, I've got.
Didn't Big Scott make
I've got
something? Didn't Big Scott make something like
Did he?
plant-based
yes.
that took off or something like?
Yeah, I've yet to try it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. We haven't talked about it in a little while,
Right.
But I remember what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because Big Scott's a chef.
Yep.
You know.
And what a chef he is.
Yeah, you've eaten his food, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a chef too. But I didn't go to school for it. I was taught in the restaurant.
Yeah,
That's how I was taught by a
he
great
teaches.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, don't. I'm not saying I'm as good as him. Trust me.
An incredible teacher at that, by the way.
Right. Hell of a talent too.
Like looking at it as well, the Rad Pro tag title we've got here. What a high honor.
He's doing something that no one's doing.
Nobody.
No one.
Exactly.
That's why it's very successful. He's smart.
Doing something that nobody's doing. To be involved from a promotion as special as Rad Pro from the ground floor is a very special feeling.
Right.
And to, first of all, be crowned inaugural tag champions, to have worked with one of my trainers, to be put over by one of our trainers, to win that, to have that be our first title, mine and
Right.
Tofu Blocks.
Yeah.
Or the Ferns, Leaf and the Ferns first title as well.
Yes. So you won
by
these
someone-
first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
By someone such as Big Scott, who is who has such a mind.
And knowledgeable about the sport.
And is just so fervent about tag team wrestling in particular.
Right.
I mean, this is a Chikara guy we're talking
Oh,
about.
no doubt.
Big on
Absolutely.
character-based wrestling and tag team wrestling in particular.
Yeah.
Just a specialist in that regard, it's not lost on me how high an honor that is.
Right. No doubt. No doubt about it. Big Scott's got a great mind for the business. And I mean, he's awesome at, I'm sure, if the school, all his, like we were saying, all his knowledge, all Chase's knowledge, all Brian's knowledge, Brian Logan. And then you got what? AG, right? Dijak. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody else?
Scotty Slade comes in on
that's
Wednesdays
right.
once again. Yeah.
He does it with Dijak, right?
Yeah, with Dijak and AG.
I saw one of his
come.
posts. Yeah,
usually one or both of AG will come on Wednesday nights,
Right.
and Scotty will usually come as well.
I got it, and I'm sure you felt the same way when the WWE released him. I was like shocked because when they signed him, they put him on TV immediately, and I mean TV every week. He was on 205 Live every week. He was on NXT. It was just mind-boggling. But I guarantee you, he ain't done.
No,
I guarantee.
far from it.
Oh, there's no doubt. So that's awesome, though, that you got to train with all those guys, man.
Oh, man.
A lot of knowledge from all those guys.
My cup runneth over.
Right.
Our cups runneth over.
Oh, and I mean, there's got to be, at least like 20, 30 guys training down there some nights, right? If not more.
Sometimes more.
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
That's awesome. It really is. All right. But when you wrestled singles, you started taking on guys like Trigger the OG, Wheatman, Aaron Rourke, and NXT star Ricky Smokes. Can you tell us some of the things you might have learned by wrestling any of those guys?
Some of the things I might have learned by wrestling these guys.
Like, I mean, Aaron Rourke is, one of the best out there right now.
Yep. By far.
Yeah.
By far. For Aaron Rourke to lead the Evolve brand as the Evolve champion right now.
Yeah.
To be at the helm of this WWE brand, but also to have the Evolve lineage behind it. That I can only imagine that's such a high honor for him, but he deserves every bit of that success.
Oh, he's worked so hard.
Like we've seen him grow before our very eyes.
Right.
And he didn't even start with us. He came up from day one at Create a Pro.
Right.
But has become so deeply ingrained in the Chaotic family. Like, I could name you any number of things Aaron Rourke would have taught me in training over the years as well, because he's someone we've had the good fortune of training with as well, honing our craft with. If anything, each match may show me like, something as simple as like, maybe I should stay more on top of my cues, or maybe I should flesh out this sort of thing more so before I try that on the next show, without giving away too much, too many tricks of the trade, if you will, or showing you how the sausage is made. Stuff like that will occur to me with each and every match. And a good thing is I'm actually learning to enjoy watching myself wrestle more. Many a performance artist at large, but especially pro wrestlers, will tell you they are their own worst critic.
Right.
I used to hate watching myself wrestle, partly because I used to not be very good.
You're pretty good now.
I appreciate that.
You really are.
assessment.
So.
And I'm starting to believe it too.
Good.
The whole ethos in pro wrestling when it comes to confidence is fake it till you make it. And sometimes I'll be told that and think like, am I not faking it? Like, am I not doing it right? But apparently as of late, I am more so.
Yeah.
I'm just actually coming around to it more, which is good.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is good. All right.
It's good.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or where would you like to be in 5 years, I guess you could say, too. Either or,
If anything, if I'm not making a living in wrestling some way or somehow, there's at least some decent supplemental income. Not that the income is the most important thing.
No, I understand what you mean.
It's of help in trying times
Definitely.
such as these.
Yes.
I so appreciate fans of ours who come out and support you know, not just by buying a ticket and not just with your chance, but like with your wallets as well. Because again, like I recognize stuff's tight right now. That means so much to all of us, really.
We need more fans like Damon Farah. Everybody pull out your wallets, buy a shirt.
Pony up.
You know, support. No, really, though. Support your independent wrestling, man. It's,
Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, where were we going with that? This happens to me a lot.
no, well, like, where do you want to be in 5 years, or where do you self-see? She pretty much is. He said, if you, you know, let me ask you, as long as you're still wrestling, though, right? Like, if you're not in the WWE or signed by another company, and you still wrestle, that you're talking about, you know, you go out and get a job.
I'd
I
like to
get
still
that.
have a hand in it, I guess you could say.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Like, when it comes to 5-year plans, especially, like, visions can be difficult for me.
Okay.
Especially when maybe maintaining routines doesn't always come as naturally.
Okay.
Or, you know, spur of the moment changes just seem to come
Right.
over the past couple years, especially. Injuries, among other things.
Yeah. Got to stay healthy.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, it does.
You know, the moral of so many of the stories we've like touched upon so far.
Right.
You know, as long as I still have a hand in things, as long as I'm secure
Right.
and happy.
Excellent.
I would like to be happy, but I also kind of need to get to know what that means to me
Right.
first.
Right. All right.
Many of us do, I think.
Well, some of the teams you and Seabass have wrestled, I'd like to get your opinion on them. First up, we have the breadwinners, Cash McGinnis and Patrick Wheatman, who I don't understand half the things they talk about.
Neither do I. And if I may say so, I would really have appreciated them, even though it didn't affect the outcome in the end, not interfering in the main event of Deuces Wild and our tag title defense.
Right.
I would really, really have appreciated no interference there, especially after we put you away, not once, but twice. We're done with you. Back to the line. Back of the line, I should say. Thank you. Bye.
And you beat Starstruck.
Yep.
Shannon Thomas and AG, and that's not an easy task to beat a tag team like those guys.
It was hard fought. It was hard fought. And come to think of it, that's 2 of my trainers I've beaten. Well, one trainer, Leaf Montgomery, has beaten. And yeah,
All right.
you know,
Yep. How about the Shooter Boys, Aaron Ortiz and Anthony Vecchio?
yeah,
Vecchio?
I believe it's Vecchio.
Yeah. A pretty good team.
Pretty good team, pretty formidable. Ultimately, still no match for us. They did leave me a little worse for wear on one of those tope
Okay.
con helos. You may have seen,
Yeah.
you know, somewhat bloodied up. Mostly, it was quite a lot of friction around my eye from Cold Fury. So they didn't go down without a fight. They're scrappy.
Now, those ain't the guys that were with Becca, or were they the guys that, like, with the Becca, the singer? Remember she had 2 guys with them?
B3.
Yeah, B3.
I've never seen B3 and the Shooter Boys in the same room, I will say.
There we go. I thought they looked familiar, that's all.
I've never seen them in the same
I hear
room.
you. I hear you. I haven't either, but you never know.
You never know.
All right. You also have wrestled the Monarchy.
We have wrestled the Monarchy.
King BMT, Queen Ariel, and Prince Jamari, and they've had some friction the other night.
They had quite the friction. And I'm wondering how they hope to stand a chance against
Yeah.
a team that beat the Monarchy before they were the Monarchy 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. Did not know
Cold
that.
Fury 2024. With a renewed focus, by the way, renewed direction, with myself at the helm calling the shots.
Right. Yep.
With something to lose in our tag team championship. Like, how do they expect to be in tag title contention if
That's a lot, like you said, a lot of friction, man. Things
Like-
are not right with the monarchy right now.
if two people who hated each other's guts and fought at pretty much every available opportunity for about 6 months can win tag gold,
Yeah.
what excuse do they have?
You're right. You're right. All right. The last team I'm going to talk about, I think they had a team name, but I don't remember it. But all this kid has got a really bad tan, DJ Powers and Jose Zamora.
Powers of influence.
They are a good team, though. I will say that. Man, are they good.
There's a reason they held those titles before us. There's merit in having one all-out ladder war, of course.
Right.
If you saw the match, it was, from my view, utter carnage.
Right. Now, they had to give the belts up, right? Because Zamora got hurt, or did you beat them? No, you won them in a tournament, correct?
We won them in a tournament because the titles had to be vacated after Jose hurt his shoulder in Puerto Rico.
Okay. Oh, wow. In Puerto Rico.
Yeah. He was wrestling in his native Puerto Rico around shortly after Christmas.
Oh, cool.
It was
Not that he had
probably December 26th or 27th. Hurt his shoulder, unfortunately, pretty badly.
But I will say, I mean, even bad tan aside, they're a talented tag team.
Yeah, there's a reason they beat us fair and square in July as well. The same night I bloodied up the former Seabass fan. I still got to chuckle about it a little bit every now and again.
Are there any teams that you're looking forward to wrestling?
Well, if we face the Monarchy again, it's probably going to feel like a night off the way things are going. That'll be something to look forward to. I'm trying to think. If Paris, Van Dale, and Shannon find themselves teaming up anytime soon,
It looks
those
like
two
they're
could be
heading that
formidable.
way.
Yeah, because
It does. As a fan.
I've lost to Paris one-on-one. I'm fairly certain I've lost to Shannon one-on-one.
They're both talented girls.
Yeah.
They are. They're
Very.
I'm sorry, talented wrestlers.
Yeah.
They really are.
Two very tough women who I would,
Right.
I would want to go to war with. They're gutsy. They're scrappy.
Right. So any girl that gives you a hard time better be real careful because you got some friends.
Exactly.
All right. We got almost a little under 11 minutes, okay? Let's play the name game. I'm going to bring up guys that you've been on shows with. Mm-hmm. Davian.
Yeah. Is this word association? I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. Whatever you want to say about him, or, if you have a memory, whatever.
Sure. Davian is somebody I looked up to greatly, particularly because part of her story really resonated with me.
Okay.
Namely that from the very beginning, it seemed like not a lot of people in training, or at least those who would be helping out, instructing, what have you, the workers didn't seem to necessarily take her seriously to the extent where they would take bets or joke about taking bets on how long it would take for her to quit. I felt, and I was later, confirmed one way or another,
Right.
that there were similar feelings about me in my early training. Long story short, just because I didn't take to this naturally, as much as it may or may not seem that way, depending on your perspective. I didn't take to this naturally. So that much really resonated with me,
Right.
seeing the heights she got to.
I was going to say, anybody
Yeah.
that thought of her like that, she's probably surpassed them. Just saying.
Yeah, most of them at the very least. I mean, come on.
Seriously, she's very, very talented. One of the best women wrestlers that New England has ever seen.
I would be lucky
Ever
to have a
seen.
career like Davian's.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. How about, we'll go back to Creative Pro.
Hmm.
TJ Crawford.
TJ Crawford is one of my favorite wrestlers to watch.
Yeah.
I think there's a reason he was selected as the first challenger officially to the WWE ID title, the
Right.
men's title.
Yep.
He's so crisp. He's so fluid. He's so exciting. Like, and he's just one of my favorite people in general. Like, love me some TJ. Big hug whenever I see him. Man, you know.
All right. A guy that reminded me, though TJ reminded me a little of when I first saw him, JT Dunn.
JT Dunn. He was actually the first main event I saw as a student helping out at Chaotic, as I recall. It was him defending the heavyweight title against John Walters in October 2018. And man, I just remember thinking like, oh, this is what we can aspire to.
But with both those two guys, for sure.
Come on. And there was the run with Christian after that, or perhaps I should say Carmelo Hayes.
Right.
And yeah, like those two, as well as the aforementioned AG, as well as people like Brian Malonis, as well as Chase and
Logan,
give me
Big Scott, all of them.
Those guys give me something to aspire to.
Right.
Like,
for sure.
100%.
For sure. All right. How about a tag team that maybe you guys could meet one day? I know they've wrestled for Chaotic at least once or twice. The Miracle Generation, Dustin Waller and Kylon King. That'd be a good match.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, the Plant-Based Prophets have faced off against Lord Shreds.
Wow.
We've yet to see Catch and Release or the Vegan Society against Miracle Generation, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
And that's just one of those matches that really sets off. It
Drew
gets
at
the
Wrestling
noggin
Open.
jogging.
What are you waiting for?
It gets the noggin jogging.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I helping?
Hi, Drew. Hi, Paul.
Drew.
How you doing?
Yeah. Come on. That'd be a great match. All right. How about WWE ID guy, Jerry L. Rivera?
Jerry L. Rivera.
Is he still
jacked.
going by that name, or did they change it?
Santi Rivera is
Santi
the name
Rivera. Okay.
he is going by now. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Man, Santi, like, the shape he's gotten into over the years is unreal.
Yeah. The first thing you notice, I mean, the kid is jacked, man.
You've got to have unreal dedication to that sort of thing, which he's had from a very, very young age. And the same goes for, now that I think of it, it's Gall.
Gall, for sure.
Yeah, those two. But Santi comes to mind in particular, especially as a recent WWE ID signee, who's really come into his own in a lot of ways. And for someone who was there returning to training after a hiatus when he was just beginning, to see the growth, perhaps I don't tell him this enough, but it does make me proud. You know?
That's awesome. You should tell him.
Yeah.
You should definitely tell him. This guy seems like a real jerk. Mr. Bacon.
Bit of a jerk.
And is he an elementary teacher?
I do believe he is an actual teacher.
I work at an elementary school.
Yeah.
And we don't have any teachers like Mr. Bacon.
Well, if elementary school kids are anything like I remember when I was an elementary school kid, you would be a jerk too if you were an elementary school teacher. Not that he is a jerk, not actually.
No, but he's... I hadn't seen him wrestle in years. And I went to a Wrestling Open show, and he was on it. And I know he hadn't been back more than 3 months. And I left that night with my buddy, and I told my buddy, I said, this guy's ready to be on TV again. He just came back
I have to
from
agree.
taking quite a sabbatical.
Yeah, he got into incredible shape after that, as I recall.
Did you ever
But
see him
man.
team with Hamatunis as the closers? They were good, man. They were really, really good. You better hope you don't bring Hamatunis down.
Bring it.
All right. How about this guy? WWE Hall of Famer, Sidney Bacabella.
Sidney Bacabella really turning over a new leaf at Chaotic at the very least in recent months.
Yes.
To elicit such sympathy after being attacked we all heard a small child say, "I love you, Sydney." He's incredible to be in the locker room with, first of all.
Knowledgeable. He's been around a long time.
He's been around the block. He knows 2-3 things about this business.
I got something to tell you. He's the only guest that's been thrown out of here by my old producer, Dick Gagnon. Yep, rest in peace, Dick. But yeah, he threw him out. You know, Sydney got a big mouth sometimes.
What'd you do?
Sydney got a big mouth sometimes, but I love Sydney. Don't get me wrong. I actually told him the Grand Wizard passed and he hadn't heard. He shed a little tear.
Oh.
Yep. All right, how about this guy, former chaotic champion, Mortar.
Mortar, he's somebody I look up to quite a lot.
He was here 6 years ago.
He's got to be
He's awesome.
one of my closest friends in wrestling and
Really?
in life. Somebody I've been on the road with quite a lot. Somebody I've had the pleasure of working with once again at Rad Pro, but also EWA.
Oh, nice.
Up in Maine.
Up in Maine, yeah.
It was very special to me to have a one-on-one match with him out there.
That's awesome.
In November of last year. Love Mortar. Can't say enough nice stuff about him, and I'm glad he's getting some much-deserved rest right now.
And EWA, that's run by Scott King and Adam Booker, or is it just Booker? Because I know...
Last I checked, I mean, I wasn't sure of anybody like other than Adam Booker being having a hand in it.
Right, no, because I'm only saying that Scott...
I could be wrong.
Right, Scott was one of the owners years ago, too. I thought I might have heard it, but I could be wrong. So it's probably just Adam.
Okay.
That's no big deal. Adam Booker.
Man, always very generous with his feedback and his time. I love to make sure he's the type of guy you really want to do a good job for.
Right.
Not that you don't want to do a good job every time you step out in front of an audience or in front of a camera.
No, I hear what you're saying, though.
But he's the type to inspire, I think. Really, truly.
All right. How about this guy bugs me, man. Calvin Dumont.
Guy bugs me too.
Does he? He looks very annoying.
He is just naturally annoying. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Like, how do you not?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, you want to drill him. All right.
Come on now.
So, how about Tyree Taylor?
Fearsome, not infallible.
Say something nice.
I beat him clean as a whistle, and not with a wink in early 2024. So
wow.
This may be a different Tyree Taylor, but it's also a different Sean Veegan Keegan.
Yeah, it's wow. No, Tyree though, he's really, really good, and he wants to kill Armani Chaos, the guy that we both talked highly of earlier.
Armani Chaos isn't going to go down without a fight.
Oh, absolutely not. Like I said, there's not enough people talking. Sean, you got anything you want to plug? Good. Take your time. You can plug.
If you would please follow me on Twitter or X at Sean Veegan Keegan, SeanVegan Keegan. That's the same on Instagram and Threads. Thank you.
Sean, thank you, bud. Thank you for coming on the show. Guys, we're out. Peace. Hi, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. Listen, I could use a little help to grow my YouTube channel. So if you could please like, share, and subscribe. That's most importantly, subscribe. Send me a direct message, and I'll give you a shout out here on the show. My YouTube channel is real simple. It's just my name, Leo Connors. Thanks in advance. Peace.